Good evening and welcome to the stream. It is Friday once again, and therefore also time to have a little bit of a relaxing time. So, yeah, trying to wind down a little bit at the moment. We had a little bit of a discussion prior to the stream and it got me a little wound up. Not going to go into what it is, but it was political discussions, so you know how that goes. Politics is usually on my all-time no discussion list, so yeah. Anyways, let's get everything on. Hi there, and while we're at it, we should probably turn on the sound before I forget. So, there we are. So, what has happened? Well, there's a head now. So, yeah, you can see I've died. I basically messed a little too much with a wither witch. And the result was that I died. And what I was trying to do was, I was messing around with the lady. We had just recorded for her. Oh yeah, that's my death spot. We should probably remove that, huh? Yeah, we were messing about with stuff for her most recent episodes that will go out soon. And basically what we were doing was like after we had recorded, I showed her a couple of things, and one of the things I showed her was my wand here. As you can see, I have the foci of containment on it, and I tried to capture the wither witch, but I'm not quite certain if I actually can catch a wither witch with the foci of containment. At least it didn't feel like it was working, but I might just have had to weaken her. But over here we now have a skeleton that is very, very overexcited, who's in a little jar because I picked him instead, and I should probably pick something that didn't like shoot you like crazy. But there he is, and now he's probably going to stay in stasis. So yeah. So, other than that, well, what have we been doing? We have been working on bees. We have been thinking more about this thing here, and I am not entirely certain if I want to move this bit here back, because as I'm thinking it here, this would be the wall. So that means that inside here is the inner side of the house. And I think I would like to leave an extra block out here in order to use it for extra depth for the house. So that would only leave 1, 2, 3 blocks here, because this would have the same, to basically have a road past. And I think that is a little too, well, little. So I might move things a little bit more. I don't know if I want to move this, that, or both, but I'm probably going to move things at least 2 blocks. Other than that, well, these still need to be cleaned out, but I have been working on the next stage of bees in the project that we're working on, which is these fellas here, the ethereal bees, who are now species stable. However, I got this strain first, and as you can see it is a 2 fertility strain, which I was not completely satisfied with. So therefore I went on and tried to get the other strain to mutate, and I got a fertility 3 strain from it. So now I'm trying to mix the two together. So what we're going to do first here is we're going to take these bees, analyze them. Let's see here, shortened. We're going for shortened, normal, average. And if we look at her, she has shortened, normal, average. So those are the same So that means we're just going for fertility 3 on that one. You can see both up down 2 potentially. If we look at her, she has only up down 1, but we can maybe breed some into her. But yeah, we would like this lady here to get some better fertility. And basically why we're going for shortened is I would think that it would go normal, shortened, short, shorter, shortest. So this would be more desirable for a longer lifespan. But I'm not entirely certain. So this one does not have shortened. This one has both shortened. This is a good candidate. Shorter. Shortened. Has the both strain. I think we're going to pair these two and these two. So we will do that, and we will do that. And we'll just grab these cones. Oops, no, not those. These. We're going to need more chests soon. We have a bunch of chests. So all of these, I've just been chucking them up here for now. Not in this one, but in this one. Because we get quite a few. But basically, these here, the ethereal bees, they are a base bee for a bunch of stuff, including a were queen, which makes the soul queen, which is one that gives soul sand, which would be very nice. But it is also a basis for all the different vis bees, or rather the base bees for the vis bees, because they need an additional mutation afterwards. Basically these here, the earthen bees, they can mutate into not the solemn bee, the... oh, is it? Yeah, it is that one, solemn. So, yeah. But there's still a little bit left to go there, and we also need to figure out how to make crystal clusters. So let's try first to say... red crystals... air crystal cluster. There we go. So those we're going to need one of each, or potentially two of each. Because if we go to princess and then go to not these, let's see, fiery goes to Ignis, and if we go to the Ignis, you can see it requires a fire crystal cluster as foundation, so therefore we need to get those. So let's see here what we have in regards to shards. We have enough for one of those, not enough of the earth. But we are working on it. To start off with though, let us get a battery and get that in place. Oh, whew. Good, those things protects. Otherwise I would have broken something. We'll get one of the batteries here, and then we'll go down here, grab these, and also these, because we have quite a few now. And then we're going to start basically just centrifuging those so that we can get the honey out of it, the coloured honey. Let's do that one first. Okay. And the reason for doing that is that, well, for building the house, I want some of these, and we don't have so many yet. So, what we're going to do is we're going to make some of these. Paint brushes, and we're just going to mix some more. I feel like we need something. Should it just be 2? Yeah, I guess it should be 2. That makes sense. Bugger. Oops, holding the wrong button. So there we are. Guess there's a few blocks to work with. It's not getting dark quite yet. So let's see here. What do we want to do? Let's pop up for a second. I think I might want to move both of them by 1. Off. Oh, it is getting dark. Well then, let's reset the daytime. Whoops. Not what we intended. By the way, we were talking about the political stuff, and I just wanted to point out that we weren't fighting, but politics is just one of those topics that really causes a lot of pressure in me. And also, what is currently going on in America is something that I worry a lot about for personal reasons. So that doesn't make it any easier. So it was not that anyone was saying anything bad, because to a large extent we're all agreeing with each other, except that some are of the opinion that both candidates are equally bad, while others, like myself, believe that there's only one right choice, and that right choice might be a wrong choice in regards to presidential material. But you know, what's the alternative? Something that isn't even human being material. I have to admit, I'm scared of what's going on over there. Come on. I wonder if there's some kind of Thorncraft version of item magnet or something that would be helpful. Haven't really discovered anything like that though, but I kind of would imagine that it would exist. Okay, so there we are. Alright, so that is basically the footprint redone. So what we want to do now is continue building on it. I'm thinking that today might be a little bit of a buildy episode. So let's grab some of these. Let's just grab 3 stacks, I think. While we're in here anyway, let's stick the rest of those in there. Is that okay? Yeah, it might be a little bit. Let's grab these 2 too. Okay, let's stick those in there. Okay, so we're gonna line the outside with these blocks basically. Okay, so how is it you do with this if you just want to dig 1 block? Is it hold shift? I want to say that it is. Get a feeling that we're going to need a drop chest, so let's grab this, change it over to that. Okay, let's just drop that for a moment, stick the chest over here. Potato seeds. Oh, do we want to take it down 1 more level? Not certain. Not certain. Let's do it. Okay, so there. Okay, so here we're going to need to dig away some more blocks. Come on. Da, 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 da. I'm really curious that node down there, how big it is. Because I can quite clearly see it here, so I'm wondering if it is an interesting one. I keep forgetting that I can walk up these blocks. So I accidentally jump. And when I jump, I can jump very high, so it confuses me. Okay, so these blocks here, what can we actually make out of them? Lapis celestis roseus? What? AK. A wooden post. And microblocks. So that means that if we want to make anything more fancy, we're going to have to basically use carpenter's blocks. That's also okay. Let's just pop in here, get those in. Take that out. It's going to start overflowing, but that's not necessarily bad, because that means that we can soon start making another alveary. Let's grab these, stick those in there. Okay, is there enough space? There should be enough space. Sleep. Okay, so let's see here. We have some carpenter's blocks in here, but it is not enough because we're going to need different styles. So let's see. Carpenter's blocks. This one is just made like a regular stair. If we want to make this one, we need sticks. Prism slope. Okay. So let's see here. What do we want to do with them? Trying to imagine precisely what we want to do. think we might want to make something a little different from what we usually do. Let's see here. It's going to be a little different. The question is, do we want to leave it at this level, or do we want to go up one more level? I think we want to leave it at this level. Okay, so let's hop in here for a second. Then say 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 of these. Is that right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, and then one of these. So how are these even made? Is the question. Good question. Let me just grab a window here. Say carpenter's blocks, recipes, okay. Carpenter's leader. Okay. Left or right click any of the carpenter's blocks to chisel patterns into them. Sneak left click to clear pattern. I don't know what that means. There are also various block properties such as choosing slope or stair orientation and type, changing polarity on redstone, outputting blocks, changing barrier types, and more. Okay. Well, let's try. Reset things here so I can actually see what's going on. Okay, so, do we have any sticks already made? We do. I need 3 of those. Because I want to try and make a slope. Okay, and then we need to make a hammer. 3 iron ingots. Okay, so if we put this here, take the hammer. Not exactly what we want, but okay. I don't know if this is just unable to be crafted. That would be weird. But they're not in this list either, so it might be the case. Let's see here, if we first of all harness this. Let's pop through here over to T-Snow Space. Let's see. Looks like Season is just using the other ones too, like the regular slope. I don't see any others. Let's see here. What if we do this? Ah, it's automatic. That's nice to know. So that means that we can do that. Do that. How does it even make these again? Sticks. We are going to need more wood. I can already tell. So let's go grab some. Let's put that on our bar as well. Okay, so let's see here. So we need to have, let's see, one of these will give us 8, and we need this many for one more. Makes that many, okay. We'll do that again. Let's make one more. Okay, so is this the level we wanted at? I think it is. Okay, let's make a few more. This might be a few too many. Just make this many for now. Already night time again. Crazy. So the question is, if we leave it like that and take this away, this stays. Ooh. We should sleep. Alright, so well, we're not going to put those in quite yet. I'm going to do some more work first. Here, we need to decide what to do here. I'm not certain if I just want to move it back to here and then basically halt it in dirt wall. I think so. So let's do that. And then I think like the sculpt is a little better. This here basically is going to get shaved down because I don't want this hill here. I'm going to turn it into a road of some sort. Let's see, over here there's probably also going to be removed a little bit, but I'm not quite certain. And this here... Hobgoblin? What are you doing here? Hi. Hey, you're hurt. I really wish the healing foci would allow me to heal others. Like, I don't like seeing those guys hurt. They haven't done anything bad. And I think there was one below, yep. Okay, so now that that is done, let's see, what do we want to do? I think we want to take you away, and you. Basically do the same for all the corners here. Oops. That is not what we wanted. This corner here, I think I might want to take that away as well. Do that. Alright, so here we have that. Now we can actually go up and take this thing away, so I think we'll do that next. Let's just pop up on the top. Because then we can do it like this. Is that two? Oh, look at that! Ah, you have even less life. Is that... Are you getting damaged by the regeneration? That makes no sense. There's nothing else that has damaged him, and the only thing that has happened is he's been close to that. I hope that he's not getting damaged because of the healing bees. That would be silly. Okay, so now we have that. Then over here we wanted something. Let's see here. This one here is probably going to get taken further up. And then over here we are going to be bringing this out. And let's see. I'm going to be bringing it out at least to here, I think. So we actually don't need to go that far down. That's fine. Whoops. Put those in there. Ah, bugger. Okay, so here, actually we might want to have that there. So the question is, how do we want to do this? So this one here. Take these away for now. Before I do that, I should probably do. I should first get rid of these. Probably also this one. We don't need that at the moment. Get my wand. Then do. There's probably not enough. We're gonna make one more. We might not actually have to use carpenter's stairs, but it doesn't hurt. Okay, so let's see here. The inner wall here. These here. I wanted to try carpenter's stairs on them. Whoops. To see how it looks. I think that's still too low. Question is, should we try this? What if we do that? We can take that away and do that. How does that look? Kinda like it, kinda don't. Let me try something else. Slightly higher. I like it better than that, but I'm still not certain I actually like it. That's the one I like best so far. Okay, time to sleep again. And while we're sleeping, let's just get something to drink. There we go. It's a very small glass. We're going to have to refill it very soon. Okay, so now that that is done, we can take these. This out. Okay, so now that that is done, let's stick these in here for now until we need them. Then we'll pop over here real quick. I'm thinking we're going to use marble. Think so. At least for now. I kind of like the white look of it. And then we also need some wood. Grab a couple of stacks of those. Okay, so let's see here. Let's take you out. Whoops. I did not expect to do that. Also forgot it was going to do that. Question is, do we want one on the other side of it too? I think we kinda do. Whoops. How does that even make sense? It's not even touching. Is that too high? No, it's fine. Whoopsie. We're gonna have to cut down those trees anyways, so it's not really a huge deal. But that was not on purpose. Need to get used to this axe. Whoops, I did it again. Alright, so now that we have that, I think the next step to worry about is not the walls, but instead how we're actually going to combine it up to the top of the roof. The question is, where do we want the floor? Whoops, that's wrong. Dump all those. Okay, so that is that. That means we'll have the bottom of the floor down there. And we want at least 2 high windows. Because if we want it higher than 2 high, it might do. These down while we add it. We're going to stick this instead. There, I guess. Well, let's sleep before we worry about all that. Okay, so now I think it is time for some of these. And we might not have enough here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have exactly enough. Suddenly changing over into danger. I've gotten a bad habit of that lately. So it does make sense to use marble here. So we'll just change it over to our pink bricks. I got it. Alright, so now we need these. How does that look? I think it looks okay. Oops. Okay. Oh, let's take a quick break here and check on our bees. Should probably have a bit more pocket space for them. But it will. Shortened normal average. Shortened normal average. You're a very good candidate. Shortened normal average. You're not so good. You are. You two together. Chests. Let's see what you have. Shortened, still only 2. you're a good candidate. You are not. You too? Ah! Alright. Okay, so let's get rid of those. Let's hop over here. Into this one. We're looking for silver bell wood. Silver bell planks, and let's grab some more. I think these two go well together. Come on, get me in there. Okay, so let's see here. Next level up there. How do you want that to be made? Let's see here. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Okay, so now we know where the next level will be, basically. Because the next level is going to be at that level there. This is going to be the top of the room inside. This is going to be the floor. It's almost turning nighttime. Let's just dump our things into here. Grab these. Still not completely certain what I want to make the floor out of. It's a little bit of a tosser. But basically what I wanted is for a stair to come down here. Come on. Not sure what the stair will be made of yet, but we'll figure that out. So we need this, we need to get rid of all of these, we need some more of these. Probably not all of them yet. Now let's see, how do we want to do this? Is the question. I think what we want to do is we want to do... How does that even make sense? Like that. And down here we will... That and that. These. I will take one of these, do that. Where did that even fall? Whoops. Not what I intended.
Got a little Swedish there. Yeah.
Okay. I think what we want to do is we want to do that. We want to do that. Let's just take everything away there. Goes away.
It's delicious.
Whoops. Where did I pull it from now? Pull it from that tree again? I need to stop doing that. Get some silver bell. Light this up for now, so the monsters won't spawn in there. And we'll just block this off for now. Should probably just cut these down, shouldn't I? Come on. Let's just sleep real quick before monster starts coming out. There we go. Problem with the leaf decay on this server. One more. Helped a little bit. Still haven't got all of them, but still. Problem is that those logs there are going to basically keep the leaves from despawning, which is a little bit annoying when you're trying to work with this. not really a smart way that they've gone ahead and made that mod. A little bit of a half-assed way, but I mean it is efficient in that it is basically entirely stupid. So sometimes you do that just to save power, so that you don't have to do a lot of checking, but it is a little bit arsey. Was that all of them? I think so. That one there needs to go away, be replaced with these. Oops. Not what I wanted. All right. Okay, let's see here. Trying to decide what to do with the roof, but it's a little difficult. A little bit of a trick to eat while you're sleeping, so that you save some time. Okay, so here, oops, we needed those. Sorry if I'm a little quiet. I'm basically just relaxing at the moment. Speaking of relaxing, I think it's time to open the next bottle of bubbly. That's not really going a whole lot on in the chat. I'm basically just relaxing and trying to think of how I want this to be. I basically have the idea in my head already, I just have to put it into practice, so to speak. those in there. Actually, I just realised there is actually a Thaumcraft thing that allows you to pull things to you, because I used it earlier. Ooh. So that is a magnet. This might be moved one more in that direction, but just for now. Let's see. Let's just place it from now. Get these in. Not sure if I like them like that. Nah, too heavy. But what if we do this? Doop, doop. I think it's still too heavy. Yeah, not a fan. I might also just bring this higher up. So what I mean is, if we do that for instance, actually we can't do it like that, we need to first get these, do this thing again, get this one away. Something like that, but again I think it is too heavy. Oh, I kind of like that. Carpenter's barrier. Carpenter's gate, garage door, safe, pressure plate, Carpenter's lever, ladder, hatch. I think it would be this one. So 2 sticks, 2 blocks. Let's try that. Yep, that is what we wanted. Okay. Night time again. That, but not to that. Good to know. Oh, that's interesting. That is actually quite interesting. Let's take a break from that, I think. Too much stuff in the box. Let's just light this up a bit. Yeah, basically what I'm envisioning here is, if I should explain it to you, what I have in mind is this roof, basically this building here, if you imagine from the outer wall there a slanted roof that goes up and then down towards the opposing edge there, Then here is the minimum point of this side. The other side will of course have at the same level. Then it will go up here. It will have a slanted wall here where we can have a door or something. And then as it hits this building here, this will basically continue upwards so that this becomes like a second front to the building. And then as we come down over here, halfway down here, the wall will go out. And then here, for this part of the building here, basically if you have this roof up there like that, then this one should follow up halfway there and then go down here, is what I'm envisioning. That's the plan. And then this over here is going to be a round-ish tower, where we're basically going to have a walkway from here over there, so that you can walk underneath here and it's like a bridge that goes over. Then probably here we'll have a main entrance. Out here we'll have garden and stuff, and yeah. But I don't know, I might mess around with the roof like off stream, not sure. At least get like the basic idea of the shape down. Although, let's have a look at our bees. Short and normal average. Both tolerant flyer. We're still trying to get into it. Let's see if the other lady here has any better bees that we can use. 3-3, learning shortened. She, however, has not got the tolerant flyer strain. You are a good candidate for the other one. Yeah, shortened. So we will take you two and you two. Take you back. Actually, let's see if we can stick them down here. No, we can't. They are too different. But that was expected. Worth a try though. Might as well save the space if we can. I'm gonna have to move those away. I'm not sure what to use in regards to the floor here. That's a little bit of a toss at the moment. I'm thinking of using tiger wood for it, because I actually think that looks quite nice. So let's just hop in here, say planks. Okay. Tiger wood planks has a high contrast. It's an interesting form of planks. You can also use something like larch. Eucalyptus. Good question. I'm not sure I want to use eucalyptus because I think I want to use eucalyptus for the roof. Or rather, I'm fairly certain I want to use eucalyptus for the roof. Could maybe try with the larch. I do believe I have some larch. So let's have a look. Cherry, tiger, maple. Could also try maple wood. Let's try maple. And also large. I think I put all my large over here somewhere. Lime, maple, sweet gum. Should have large somewhere. Sweet gum, spruce, cherry, large. Keeps on doing that. Give me that back. So I think it goes quite well. It was not the tiger wood I was thinking about, it was the maple. But what about the large? Like a creamy pink. Oh, it's toffee. I like the contrast in this, but I like the pink in that. You know what, screw it. It's my house. I like pink. I'm gonna make as much pink as I can. I'm gonna take these away. I'm gonna use the large. That also means that I need to grow more large, so I can actually use it. Because at the moment I think this is basically the only I have. Not that it's hard to get more, but yeah, you know. Let's lay down a little more. Yeah, I think that is the right choice. I think so. And of course, in some rooms we'll probably have different. Outside we'll have the marble. And then for the roof we will have eucalyptus. And then we just need to figure out how to make that work. Like, the things that I'm a little unsure about is where should the roof start? Like, should it start just flushed with this level, one level below, one level above? I don't think it should be one level above. Like, when I mean flushed with, it is at this level, so it goes down to here. Also, how far out should it go? It's a good question. But I think right now we need a break. So let's take this, do that, make another work chest. Stick all of this inside. Okay, let's check our wand here, or what is it called, staff. Let's see, how much is it we need to capture nodes? We need to have 70. So we could potentially capture up to 3 nodes. but that requires us to first recharge our wand. So I think the next thing we're going to do is do just that. Because then we could try and go and see if we can find some more interesting nodes to use. Just shift to that, just in case. Okay, that fills us up on Ignis and Peditio. Still need a little bit of Ordo, a little bit of Aqua. But I think we should be able to fill completely up, so that is good. Let's see here. Whoops. Missed. Can we have any more terror? A little bit. Second. One of my friends is playing, I think it's, no, he's playing Skyrim, and he just married a girl and now she's gone. No, we do not want to play with you. Bye bye. Yeah, that was that scary guy. This time we actually saw him. Which I can't say I'm particularly happy about. It's bloody creepy. Okay, so that's full of aqua. We just need a little bit of Ordo and some air. That should all be available right up here. So we should be good. There we are. Fuller. Then we just need to have some glass and some what's called slabs with us. Oh, Tea Snow. Hi, Tea Snow. letting Tisno know that if he wants to hang out, the what is it called? The Discord is open. Okay, so let's see here. We need to have how many? We need to have 26 per. Oh, this will be enough for 3. And then we need to have enough slabs. Do we have an extra? No. We have to have 27. Just do that. And before we go, we should stock up on food. No worries. Okay, so let me see here. I think I'll take the other half with me as well. I think we're gonna have a timeout. And timeout, yep. Are we moving so slow? Must just be me that is weird. So last time we went in that direction, so this time we're going to go in this direction and see what we can find. Starting with this thing. Oh. There's an island up there. I'm wondering what's on it. What is this? It is blue slime dirt. Slimy grass, slimy leaves, congealed green slime, liquefied slime. Okay, so I guess this is where they come from. Ooh, what are you? You're a fire something. Victor's fire and air, but not really in an amount that I find interesting. Actually, before we get too far, I need to make sure of what I had already. Forgot to check that before we went in, so we should do that. Okay, let's see here. So we hop over here, stuck them over here. We have an Air 90 and an Air Aqua Ignis node. Okay. Let's see if we can time out again. No, not this time. That looks like an aqua node. Ooh. Actually, I should scan these. Anything else would be done. This one I have scanned. I don't think I've scanned this one though. An 80 air node, not bad. A node there, it has weakness in it. Still a little too low though. So town. Let's just pop in for a second. That one down there looks potentially quite large. Yeah. Nothing can be learned from this. Not sure. It doesn't have too much peditio, but maybe. Let's see. Terra, peditio, air node, smallish node, smallish. Okay, let's hop out. What's this? Mahogany planks? Pollen, I'll take that. These will take unlit dyed candle. Just take that as well. And then we have a couple of apiaries here. Whoops. I accidentally sent my hoe through. Hope I'm not going to regret that. there's a couple over here. This one is decent sized air. Oh, there's one there. See, what are you? Auto and air. I'll scan you. I think to get some of the better nodes of the other ones, we might have to go outside, like in the quote-unquote real world. There's another one down there. It looks quite bright. Yeah. See a node over here. Stop playing with the doors, you assholes. Don't really need more air. God, stop playing with the doors. Oh. What are you? A sinister node. You are. Ooh, you're a big air node. Let's just mark it. This one there. What are these? Day Bloom Primers. There's another one down there. Oh, we passed over it. Whoops, that's not what I intended. It's not very big. Ooh, pink house. Plum. Now we need to start being careful. Because I think we're getting very close to the point where we can't have any more in our storage. So I've been a bad girl and haven't actually emptied it. There's a small lid over here. What are you? Still a little common. A little small. Fading one. Alright, I think that is far enough for now. Let's change our foci here. Okay, it's unstable. I don't know what that means. Hi there, Crusader Rat, welcome. How are you tonight? Having a good evening, I hope. Another fading one. It's actually sad because it's actually a pretty good one. Oh, very nice. I've never actually played Ark myself, but I've watched others play it. It looked interesting. Sadly not everything has made it through, it looks like. But that's just how it is. Of course, it's turning night time now. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I've been doing a little building, starting to set up the house. Still a good ways to go, but we're making progress. Seem to remember that there was an aqua node over here somewhere. Node over there. Terra and Bedito, it looks like. Ooh, auto and air. Not bad. Little small, but not bad at all. Let's see here. So try and keep an eye out for interesting... What is that? What is that? An auto beam. We don't really need auto beams. We need Ignis. And a couple of others. Let's see, we have Terra, Aqua, Auto. So we need Ignis, Peditio, and one more. What was the last one? Air. You look interesting. You are interesting. A 57 auto node and gonna mark those, grab them on the way back if we don't find anything more interesting. Let's see. Someone over here, looks like an Ignis node with Terra in it. Dun, 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 dun. That over there is a sinister node.
We prefer doing things our own way.
A fading pure node. Okay. Ooh, what's this? Looks like Aqua and Terra. Not bad. A little small. Another fading node. Still good for research though. Da, da, dee, da, da, dee. Okay, what's this here? An auto node it looks like. That is actually one that I think I'll grab, because that looks quite interesting. So put it through it. That's one of 3. What's that over there? It's a village. Oh, node. Not a particularly good node, but a node nonetheless. This has got to be the smallest of these things I've ever seen. Ooh, snow. See a node? It's a Terra node with Ignis. Look at that. That's a little scary. Just asking T-Snow if he can sleep, but he's not at home. Oh, there's a note down there. I'm not used to hearing wolf howls. I'm afraid that there's some kind of werewolf coming for me or something. I see fence. Never seen a snow village before. Interesting. Okay. Hi there, just me. Welcome. Oh, there's a flower forest. Oh, there's bees. How are you tonight? Some Ignis and Terra note down there. Ooh, and an ice spikes biome. This one's actually interesting too. I think we'll grab that one as well. do. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Let's change to that one. Interesting. Let's see. It's over there, so we'll head in that direction. And see what we find on the way. Oh, there's one down there. Visidia. Interesting. A lazy note. See a note over there. Aqua Ignis, it looks like. No, Auto Ignis. Little too little Ignis for me to bother though. Oh, there's a note there. Ooh, what are you? Not big enough. Scanned you. Ooh. An Ignis bean. We've been looking for one of those. Now, where did I put those things? There's a node over there. There they are. This one here. Toss away the stick. Grab the last bottle. And let's just clear this marker. So spawn home, real home, 500 meters. That's good. Now we have an Ignis bean. And now we just need an air bean. And also... Let's see, have we scanned you before? We have. So yeah, we need an air bean. And we need... What more was it we needed? I'm trying to remember. We have Terra, Aqua, Ordo, now we have Ignis, we need Air and Peditio. Stick those in there. There, stick these in there. Alright, so in order to make sand we need cobblestone, so let's start pulverizing some. Might as well use the power while we have the battery plugged in. Alright. Let's get our queen over here first. There we go. And then we will check our bees. let's see here. Shortened, normal, average. And what do you have for strings? You have diurnal, diurnal, tolerant flyer. Shortened, normal, average. Shortened, normal, average. You're an okay candidate. Shortened, normal, average. Okay. Shortened, normal, average. Very close. That's actually a good question. She really just needs to tolerate flyers. I think we're going to pair you two together. Which one to use for the other one is the question. There's not really a terribly good candidate for it. Guess this is the best candidate. Hi Sean, welcome. How are you tonight? Having a good evening, I hope. Why do I have an ink sac? Eh? I've certainly not killed any squid, and as far as I know I haven't run into any. Weird. This is not where I wanted to go. Let's go down here and check in the chest. Really a whole lot. Sure. Let's grab those. Which game is that? So I am uncertain of where to start the roof. Thinking that it should be started on this level. The question is just if it should go there or should it go one further out, but if it goes further out than this, I think it will cause problems. Oh, Monster Hunter, yeah, of course. stay there for now. Let's see what we have in the chest. No, we'll just leave it like that and then we'll fix it later. I could make this into a carpenter's block and then hide some lighting inside of it, but for now we'll just stick the torch on top. Monster Hunter is one of those games that I've wanted to play, but only really being on console as far as I know, it's a little hard to do. I don't have a console. I have, well technically I do, I have a PlayStation 3. It just doesn't work, so it's not gonna do me a whole lot of good. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. It looks like some really fun games. I want to try making with slabs instead. Might be a little bit too tall like this. Not that it'll really hurt that it is tall, but it'll just be very tall. Oh, da, da, da. Let's see, if we take just this down, we'll be able to try it out. let's see, that would bring it up to there. Thanks for that. More things I missed. Just temporarily. How did that even happen? I swear this modded stuff. That is not a block of planks, so we'll do that. I'm okay. I started the day not terribly great. Basically yesterday I had an episode where a friend unintentionally hurt me by a comment that was made. I'm not going to go into who it was because that doesn't really matter, but a comment was made and it put me in a bad mood. And because of that, I ended up going to bed in a bad mood. And as it turns out, bed no longer resets my mood for some odd reason. Whoops. So that means that I woke up in the same mood. So it was a little bit of a rough start, but I managed to get into enough of a mood that I could basically like talk with others. So that helped me improve a little more, and yeah. Okay, so let's see here, let's do that. It's okay, I'm feeling better now. It's just... I don't like the fact that like a friend can accidentally hurt me so easily. Yeah, it wasn't so nice. It wasn't even a comment that was like directed at me. Temporary lighting. Come on. Honestly, I haven't told them. And even if I did, they really did nothing wrong. It wasn't their fault at all. So, I'm not sure I want an apology. It's basically just my brain being sorry about my French, but fucked up. Okay. I think that's actually okay in regards to the height. Not quite sure what I want to do about the lighting yet. I could, like all the full blocks for instance, I could make those into carpenter's blocks and then put light inside of them. Or I could just use one of those monsters go away torches and not having to bother. I hope so too. It just feels like it's far away at the moment. That sometimes gets to me a little bit, especially when I see others basically living the life that I dream about. That alone is hard, but when you then also hear complaining about the life that you basically want to live, yet someone else is living them but not appreciating appreciating it, it gets hard. And that is even though it's probably just joking that it's being said like that. Oops. Still, it hurts. In other happier news though, I have finished the Aragon series in audiobooks. Good books, I'd say. I was quite happy with them. And now I have gone back to continuing the Kaiju books by Jeremy Robinson. I don't know if you're familiar with Kaiju. Basically it is the Japanese, I don't know if they call it mythology, but folklore, I guess, of those giant monsters like Godzilla. And the Kaiju books here is they're quite interesting. The first book, like technically there's a book before the one I started with, but that book is not very pleasant to read. It's kinda bad. Not bad as the book is bad, but bad as in I don't like horror bad. And that book is pretty much horror. But the first book in the series, it's very good. There's a couple of hard to read scenes, or in this case hard to listen to scenes. And one of them actually made me faint in the train on the way to work. I was like, oh, I'm suddenly feeling quite bad. I'm gonna have to do something about this. Pause it. Too late. I don't know how long I was out, but I was just sitting there bent over with my head hanging and I couldn't lift it. And when I finally came through, I was like bathed in sweat, completely pale, and I was feeling so weak that I couldn't even pull out the headphone jack for the phone. So yeah, that was a little rough. Yeah, basically after that happened, I was then warned by the one who recommended the books to me is my bear, and he warned me that if I can't handle that scene, I should listen out for another scene. And that is listen for the phrase "a village that smells like a warm shit." And when that happens, skip ahead some 10 minutes. Basically skip the whole chapter. That was probably a good idea. Yeah, I'm very much a wimp as well, so... But I'll say it's a great series of books, even though there is that scary element. But it was just that scene, and then the other one that I couldn't stand. The rest of it was fine. So yeah. Yeah, it wasn't really scary. It was just grotesque. I don't know how much I should say about it because I don't want to give spoilers for it. But it was a little rough. Jeremy Robinson is the author of the book. The name of the first book is Kaiju 1 Project Nemesis. And the second book that I'm reading at the moment is called Project Mygo. Like, you know me, I'm a bit of a softie and I cry easy, but I wasn't expecting that this book would make me sympathize with a giant monster that has killed thousands upon thousands of people and basically make me cry on her behalf. But it did. Like, if you know the mythology behind the character Nemesis, you might be able to tell a little bit about the story from that, but yeah, I'd say try it out. It's a good book. And as the series goes on, I am told that it gets a lot lighter, so I'm not expecting to faint again. Of course, that might kick me in the ass and I end up fainting anyway, but yeah. Come on, I saw the sun going down. Give me that moon already. There we are. Whoops. Did it again. Keep forgetting that I have to hold shift when I use that axe. I think we're getting there. I might still redo this part here. I think I'm happy with the slope here. And on the other side, let's see, where does it go up to? It goes up to this level here. I think it would fit if I did that. So what I could do is I could take this bit here and basically make that even steeper so that it starts low in either side here, and then as it gets to this point it just goes vroom. I think that could look good. I think I might try that, although I'm not sure. I'm not sure I'm gonna do that tonight. I might mess with it before next week's stream. But yeah, I think it's getting close to the point where I want to call the stream off. But yeah, I'd suggest checking out the book. It's quite lovely. I read it as an audiobook because my bear is quite a fan of audiobooks. I didn't really know how to use them, but he taught me, and now I've been listening to probably over 100 hours of audiobooks already. It's really nice when you're sitting and drawing and stuff to have an audiobook going, I find. So, yeah. Let's get these in there as well. And then I think that we should call off the stream here, because we have been going for over 3 hours. But I think we've made good progress today, a little bit more of a creative week. What with the buildy stuff. But we have also managed to get our bees closer. But before we call it out completely, we can sort out our bees one more time, and then we'll call it off, I think. Let's just pop all of those in there to make space. Alright, let's see here. Shortened. It has gotten a shorter strain. We don't want that. It's an okay one. That's a better one. That one is better. I think we want to pair you two together and you two together. You to go there, you to go there, get the rest of these out. There we are. So, let's call off the stream. Say thank you very much for watching the stream this week. I hope that you enjoyed it and had fun. And I hope to see you again next week. So, for now though, good night and have a lovely weekend. Bye bye everybody. Bye. you.